All right, I've already had two really big gut laughs over this, and no, this is not in any way. The point of this video is not in any way to besmirch the person who is playing this, but we have to talk about it. So forgive me if I just bust her out in laughter. So there has come something up. So the David Lynch film, The Elephant Man, which is basically the story of a doctor and psychologist who comes across this very grotesque creature, but it's still a human being. Learns, I mean, obviously treated like a monster, but learns that, oh, no, they're actually smart. They're actually poised. They actually have things to say. Well, they're bringing this back to the big screen with an actual elephant man, and forgive me because I already know what I'm going to do as soon as I see this face again. Because this time a different man star, Adam Pearson, is to play Joseph Merrick in The Elephant Man. And this is a film adaptation, like I said, from the David Lynch movie from 1980. And this is his real face. This actually is his real face. He does actually live like this. He has actually starred in other movies and he's been on TV and everything like that. So I really feel like, okay, so the reason why I'm making this video is not to laugh at him, because that's not what I want to do whatsoever. The reason I'm making this video is because I kind of feel like he's being basically trotted out. Because in the original 1980 film from David Lynch, the reason why they found this guy anyway was because he was a sideshow in a circus. And I feel like that's exactly what they're doing here. Now, I know this could like completely pop up a whole bunch of different debates, because yeah, he's getting paid money for it. It's like, yeah, but at what cost? For ridicule? Is he actually a good actor? Do we really need this? I'm pretty sure there's a reason why David Lynch shot that in black and white, and it was to differentiate from real life. We don't need to drag this man, even if he is getting paid, underneath the mud just to make something that's once again unoriginal. But anyway, he has set and he has signed the contract, set to play the lead role of Joseph Merrick in The Elephant Man, a new feature film adaptation, of course. Bernard Pomerantz' Tony-winning play. The screenplay is written by Bernard's son, Moby Pomerantz. Filming is scheduled to begin in spring of next year. Now, this storyline of the play is an adaptation of the diaries of Dr. Frederick Treves, Merrick's physician, and spans the years he spent at the London hospital. During his lifetime, Pomerantz received thousands of letters from people around the world stating, "I am the Elephant Man," a well-known line from the play, also a well-known line from the movie as well. Lots of people don't know the play as well as they know the movie, and a lot of people haven't seen the movie because the prosthetics apparently were extremely real looking, because this is a real man that we're looking at. The play gained fame because of the huge success of the adaptation, which first ran on the West End in London in 1977. It later ran off Broadway because it was all about a circus person. I almost don't even want to call him a circus freak, because he is a real human being. Like, just like the people who have like lichenism, they look like a werewolf because they grow hair on every single part of their body, especially their face. And it just looks absolutely insane. And so why didn't they, if they're going to do this with this guy, if they're going to pay him a little bit of a pittance to play this thing, so they don't have to, they could save a whole lot of money on prosthetics and makeup in that department, why didn't they hire those people whenever they were casting Beast and X-Men? I don't know. But this will definitely be in, let's just say, film festival contention for awards, merely because of who they cast. And this is a big problem that I'm having, and that hopefully y'all are seeing as well whenever it comes to casting people and the kind of films that they come out with. There always has to be a DEI. Well, this is going to be the first time ever, and they'll say it somewhere down in this article. I'm not reading the article at this point. They will say this down in the article. This is the first time a disabled person has ever played the Elephant Man. Great, because we don't want to drag them. We don't want to drag their deformity through the fucking mud, you stupid ass retards. Maybe there's a reason why we use prosthetics. Not only because they're grotesque to look at. I mean, let's just call a spade what a spade is. We don't want to do that. A lot of people are actually good human beings. Yeah, they'll have a laugh, but they'll have that laugh in private. We don't want to put them out on the red carpet. Oh, he's got his own video. Clap him on the back or slap him on one of. How many chins does this motherfucker have? Chins and cheeks. That's all he is. And his ears down here, and then another one up here, and then golly. What the hell are we doing in Hollywood that we have to be so inclusive that we're actually making fun of the people that we're trying to white knight for? This is the problem that I have with all of this bullshit. It's all in the name of speaking up for someone who doesn't want to speak up for themselves. They would rather just live in privacy. But no, they can't. We saw this fucking freak on the street. Let's pay him a little bit of money. Like same thing that they do with homeless people. Daniel Tosh has a great joke about it. He's like, I saw this homeless black man, dude, look crazy as shit. I gave him $20 and told him, you got to go crazy on the car behind me. And then he sped off while that dude just absolutely went crazy. He was using and abusing him. Now, the joke itself is funny because Daniel Tosh is funny as shit. But as far as like, you're going to drag this guy out in front of like the wide audience. We've had so many actors come out. I'm actually going to stop talking about this article because I have so much to say about this. We have seen actors and actresses because of their lifestyle choices, because of their political views, and they feel like they have to be extremely vocal about it. That's the only way they get more jobs. That's the only way they get more money. They have come out and the absolute backlash from the internet. It's almost like these Hollywood executives don't care or do not even take into the equation the fact that social media, everyone has a voice. Everyone will pop off. Everyone will roast you, whether you deserve it or not. And that's the great thing about social media, but it comes at the edge of a knife. You're going to drag this poor guy into here because you threw him a few shekels. Anyway, the movie's going to come out. I don't want to pull up his picture again because I literally do start laughing because every picture that they have, or at least the first few pictures, he's always like this, but I can't even imitate the face. He's always like this. And that's body language that he's uncomfortable about having his picture taken. But his face is so fucking funny looking that I literally giggled until I cried for like 20 minutes. And I couldn't stop myself. And that's why I don't want this to happen. Because despite all the shit that comes out of my mouth on this channel, and there's even more in real life when the camera's not on, I actually do care about individuals. And I think this is just literally like basically taking a deformity and putting it back into the circus, even though the story of the film is that they got to know who this person was by finding him at a circus. I think it is cyclical. I think it's absolutely back asswards. Same thing as what Hollywood's been doing like not this entire time, but like for a long fucking time. Irritates me. But anyway, this is Multi from Mouth of Multi. If you guys have anything to say, leave it down in the comment section below. I am completely aware that I am going to get a fuck ton of hate for the thumbnail and for what I said in here. I don't give a fuck. Okay, don't fuck you, the audience, unless you ask. But yeah, we're done with this. Everyone has the right to say whatever you want down in the comment section below. You will not be blocked. You will not be banned unless you say words that, I mean, come on, you know the rules. Anyway, bye. Great, because we don't want to drag them through the fucking mud, you stupid Nick.